Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and we have got to get the week kicked off here on Monday. We've got some things to talk about. We've got some interesting 10Xs coming down the road for some good champions like Sishia and also Cardial, but maybe why you would want to hold off on those 10Xs and not make the mistake of pulling too soon and getting hoodwinked based on the rotation of the shard events that we have coming up. We've got CVC and all sorts of stuff to get you caught up so that you can play Raid Shadow Legends effectively this week, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, for the shard rotation, it's important to know that we've got CVC starting tomorrow. They do Clan vs Clan every other Tuesday. We'll have an off week next week for Clan vs Clan, but this week, starting tomorrow, we have the CVC starting, which means they typically have some sort of drive to pull shards, some sort of incentive, I should say, would be the better word, to go ahead and pull your shards, try and get points during CVC. And the way they're going to be doing that this week is that for tomorrow, April 12th, for day one of CVC, Ancients and Sacreds are going to have a 10x chance to pull Sishia Flametongue, who you see right here, who is an amazingly aesthetic champion, one of the newer champions to raid within the last year or so. And with the new rotation or addition of some of those dungeon levels above level 20, she is an amazing champion for like Spider 25, notably, and some of these new HP burn strategies. And she's actually in my Spider 25 team right here that I will show you. It kind of centers around laying down a bunch of HP burns and then having her detonate them. You've got some cold hearts and maybe some reset mechanics and something like Kymar to go ahead and cycle through. And you can set up some pretty crazy teams that feature Sishia. You can get somewhere between like 15 and 45 seconds, depending on how you set it up and how you optimize it and what you have on your account. But she is definitely a super meta champion for grinding the Spider, that is for sure. My team usually takes somewhere between like 20 and 35 seconds, depending on some of the RNG for how hard certain things hit and how the run kind of goes. And we'll see here, this one is going to be probably around 40 if we get another attack in here. And boom, there it is. So yeah, right around 40, typically around 30 to 40, depending on the RNG of it. But this is an example of a team that would feature Sishia in grinding Spider 25 pretty quickly, under a minute. And hey, look at that. We even got a good amulet out of this one run for the video. That's exactly what you're looking for on an epic amulet. It's a defense, so you get the stats that synergize with it in HP, accuracy, and resistance, because you don't want attack on a defense amulet. Typically, those are the three we're looking for, getting both of the accuracy, res, plus the HP. So hey, great amulet. But then on the next day, day 2 of CVC, which is going to be Wednesday, April 13th, we are going to be getting a 10x event for Cardial, who is right here, and he came out or was added to the game at a pretty similar time to Sishia. Plarium went through this wave where they added a bunch of champions that have wings, and Cardial was part of that movement with Sishia and Lydia and Cardial and Astralon, and just endless champions that fly with that animation and have wings. Cardial was no different, but definitely a really cool looking champion that has an amazing kit. You'll see him a lot in the arena. You'll see him a lot as a support, really impactful for progression and also endgame viable. So definitely Sishia and Cardial are two pretty cool champions to feature during CVC. I can't do a quick showcase on Cardial because I unfortunately do not have him. But the reason that I said you may want to hold off, or you may want to be careful about YOLOing for Cardial or something, even though he is a really solid champion, is because this weekend we are probably going to be getting 2x voids, like a 99% chance. We don't have that confirmed, but for the last 2 years or so, Plarium's been on a pretty consistent rotation of 10x, 2x, 10x, 2x, and going through the shards in a 6-week rotation of Ancient, Sacred, Void. The last 2x we had was for Sacreds, which means here in about 4 or 5 days we should be getting 2x void shards. So I would hate to see you deplete your void shards YOLOing for Cardial, and then when 2 weeks voids happens this weekend, be like, oh geez, I don't have any void shards because I spent them. I wish I would have planned ahead. So just make sure you're armed with the knowledge that if you do YOLO all your voids, you'll probably miss out on the 2x voids coming here in a few days. We have also seen the conclusion of the fragment events for Nari the Lucky. And for those of you that got him, I am working on a video where we do some slow motion deep diving of the abilities and going over him as a champion, getting you an infographic for masteries. We might even do one of those YouTube shorts that we do where it's like a quick 1-minute guide for people that are looking for just a quick synopsis on how to build him. I'm going to try to get some of that stuff out today and tomorrow around Nari the Lucky for those of you that were able to finish the events for the fragments and you've now added him to your roster, because I actually just got mine like yesterday or the day before, and I've kind of been playing around with him and testing him and getting some footage done, so that will be coming soon. And if you're curious about when the next fusion or fragment is going to be, they typically do them about every 5 or 6 weeks. In 2021, they did 13 fragment/fusion events, so it's just over 1 a month typically that they get these done. And they usually do they usually squeeze in like an extra one during the holiday season around like Thanksgiving and Christmas, where they'll do like a quick one and then like a full holiday season one. So I would expect us to have maybe 2 or 3 weeks of calm, and then we'll start kind of getting the next champion teased. So maybe it'll start being teased in like 10 to 15 days, and it'll actually start in like just under a month from now. Which means in relation to the tournaments and events, everything's going to be pretty normal and nothing too crazy to take note of. You're just going to have to be kind of grinding what makes the most sense for you and your account. You've got a spider tournament going on for the next couple of days, classic arena takedown. As long as you're just kind of active doing your medals, you will get the classic arena takedown finished, and you can coincide with the spider tournament going on that is also going to be part of a dungeon divers that ends today. So do take note of that. Maybe worth getting up to 2,600 points because you can scoop up 10 core hammers, which is kind of nice because we always like to get those when it's realistic. If you want to like run the spider and double dip some dungeon divers to at least get that far. But also champion training, I'm sure most of you are probably not wanting to do this, especially if you went crazy for like Mashalette or Chris. I'll probably hold off and not be wanting to do champion training for a while, and this is just a normal one. Really nothing to feel guilty on skipping that or taking it easy. And then there will be an artifact enhancement event during CVC, so that you'll double dip a little bit of points for upgrading some stuff during your match. Also, make sure that you are getting in and focusing on your clan quest today. That is going to be ending after today. So get in the clan shop and buy things like the Yakaro fragments or whatever you're purchasing, and make sure you focus on getting those quests finished today because it'll reset to a new weekly iteration tomorrow. And that means you know the drill. That's always 1 day before the Hydra reset. So you're going to want to focus on that like today and tomorrow on getting your 3 Hydra battles in as well if your clan is one that hits Hydra. Then we got to fire up the shop and go over the offers here. Okay, I guess Plarium is blocking me from being able to grade the offers for you guys, so we might as well go ahead and pop up this. I'm kidding. I don't know why it's not showing up. Sometimes the offers are kind of weird about loading, but I guess it's a good opportunity for us to plug this one in because we haven't done it for a while. So we've got 1,000 energy and 800 gems. Anybody that's new to the channel will get to see the breakdown of the monthly offer. I always say it grades out to about a 2.5, but if you want to see it, we'll go ahead and plug in the 5, 3, and 1 for the shards, and boom, 2.57. So if you're the type to spend money on raid, this is a pretty decent general offer for shards, energy, and gems that you get at a decent value compared to some of the other stuff you're going to see in game. So alrighty, yeah, the main talking points are the 10x's that are going to be happening this week. But like I said, be careful on the void shards, even if you're pulling for cardio, because we do have the 2x of voids coming up. And something I forgot to pull up is my most recent up-to-date list of the void legendaries here in terms of their desirability and kind of rank within all the void legendaries. You can see cardio is very good right there. Looks like about what, like towards the back end of the top 10 for void legendaries. So definitely a solid champion that I can see some people YOLOing a few shards for if they don't have him and they're close to like their mercy system or not or whatever. But be careful because we will have 2x voids probably here in about 4 or 5 days. But I am going to head on over to stream to say hi to you guys on Monday and get the week kicked off. If you would like to stop by and say hi, a link is down below indicating if I'm still live or not here for the next few hours. So that'll do it for me on this one as always. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.